When was the last time you were not in the same room as an electronic device? You probably don't remember. We say that social media allows us to branch out. We meet people we probably never would have through the internet. We express ourselves, we create profiles to show our individuality. We laugh at funny tweets, we like cute posts of best friends, we share what we want others to see, and we delete what we don't. We edit to alter our flaws. We censor to filter our feelings. We put everything out there in a desperate attempt to get something, anything, in return. We are known to the world as Generation Z. Most of our parents are from Generation X. There are critics who have a lot to say about us, but we're still just kids. According to them, we are easily bored. We are narcissistic and we are lazy. And we are achievement and money oriented. These people seem to look at us like a whole new type of person. But maybe that's for a reason. We don't date, we talk. We don't talk, we text. We don't experience, we record. We don't laugh, we LOL. We don't love, we like. We don't appreciate, we post. We don't read, we watch. We don't think about what we want to do with our lives. We just worry about being successful. And let's be real here. We have the attention spans of goldfish. If someone doesn't carry their phone on them, they're crazy. If someone doesn't have an Instagram, it's weird. But why can't we unplug? Why can't we disconnect and power down? Your first phone was probably a flip phone, like an NV or an Alias. But somewhere along the line you looked up and everyone had an iPhone. Suddenly, that little phone you had that was once used for texting your best friend and taking selfies for your profile picture has become a laptop, a clock, a music player, a notepad, a dictionary, a TV. It has Netflix, it has Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. And it has you. But something this digital revolution has begun to mask is who we are as a generation. We are jaded from growing up in a tough economy, social revolutions, and terrorism. We are a generation of entrepreneurs. We don't want to work for a business, we want to create one. We take multitasking to a whole new level. We don't have 2 screens in front of us, we have 5. We experience something known as 4D thinking. Our minds run in so many different directions at once that we are constantly hyper-aware of our surroundings. Generation Z is a generation that is global, social, visual, and technological. We are the most connected, educated, and sophisticated generation ever. We are the upagers, with influence beyond our years. We are the tweens, the teens, the youth, and young adults of our global society. We are the early adopters, the brand influencers, the social media drivers, the pop culture leaders. We comprise nearly 2 billion people globally, and we don't just represent the future, we're creating it. Generation Zs have been born into the crisis period of terrorism, the global recession, and climate change. But we are predicted to spend our young adult years in times of economic and social renewal. We are also living in an era of changing household structures. We are the students and university graduates of today and the employees and consumers of tomorrow. We have potential unlike anyone before us, and to throw that away for social media would be a waste. We have learned from the mistakes of generations before us much faster than our predecessors. We are tolerant, we are open-minded, we are outgoing and loud and down to earth. We are not afraid to call a spade a spade. We know when we're being lied to, and we know when the information we receive is biased. We know that the history is written by the victors, and we understand the meaning of equality because it's second nature. But we can connect without becoming attached. We can browse without being distracted. We can present without being disconnected. We can socialize without using our phones, and we can enjoy moments without posting them. By giving in to the temptations held within our screens, we are excelling the demise of everything we could accomplish. We are called the digital natives because this era is all we've ever known. We're naturally individual. We know that standing out and being your own person is the best way to belong. But let's face it, our social skills are deteriorating by the hour. We take eye contact as threatening. When there's an awkward pause or no one to talk to, we pull out our phones, even if it's just to pretend we're doing something. We really cannot resist the urge to look at a new text message. It burns a hole in our pocket until we do. Conversation held over text every day seems awkward and unsure in person. We stalk each other. We know every detail about every single person's life we come across online. People know where you go and what you do. We joke around saying pictures or it didn't happen, but in reality, we all mean it. We have to post every second of our day to ensure our friends and followers that we're having fun. We need approval and we need admiration, or we feel empty. The idea of balance within society dates back far before the invention of the smartphone. Augustine said so himself, "There cannot be good without evil." Sometimes it seems that the cliche, "smartphones are making dumb people," might have a bit of a truth to it. The most negative impact on our world is the effect smartphones have on pulling us from the present moment. We sit at the dinner table with our friends and text people who aren't there. We take photos of moments instead of living in them. We replace talking with texting, and conversations are replaced with posts on pages. Instead of enjoying time with family, we take pictures together and then sit on our phones editing them for our Instagrams. Smartphones act as our gateway to a perfect world. People only post what they want you to see, giving the illusion of a perfect life. No one wants to be an individual because behaving in a way to gain followers or likes is more satisfying than knowing who you are. We have become a mass of people pleasers instead of original thinkers. There is no doubt that technology can be amazing, but there cannot be good without evil, and the evil of social media and smartphones and their ability to rob us of having real connections within our lives is an impact that we will feel forever if we do not change something. So now we have a choice. We can choose to cut the tie held between us and our devices. We can choose to watch a sunset instead of Instagramming it. We can choose to tell someone they're beautiful in person instead of commenting on their selfie. We can choose to admire ourselves for who we are instead of wishing we lived in someone else's perfect version of their life. We can choose to talk to the person we're driving with instead of texting people who aren't there. We can choose to enjoy a night out instead of posting every moment on our story. We can make a choice every day to utilize an opportunity without becoming consumed in it. And we get to choose who we are.